All right, it says I'm live. I have no idea. I've never done a YouTube live, so this is all new. I don't know how any of this works, but we will figure this out. Hi, everyone. Let me close this over here so I don't get any bings while I'm live. And I hope you can hear me okay. It says, yeah, okay. Hey, Ian, thank you. My birthday is actually today, so I haven't opened my presents yet, and I thought I'd do that live on camera. And I could have just filmed it and edited it, but I'm a lazy bum, so I'm not editing it. And I thought I'll just go live and deal with it and do a haul. And just FYI, I actually never do hauls. I don't know why. I love to watch them from everyone, but I never do them for whatever reason. But I thought because I have a stack of boxes here next to me, it would be fun to unbox those all. And I haven't opened them yet. They are open though. Just to explain this real quick, my husband opened all of them to check which ones are birthday presents and which ones is just regular mail that we are getting. Yeah, Ian, right. You never do hauls either. Can I show those things here on report remove? There's probably a way to show messages too from here. I don't know. Thanks, Amanda. Yes, Ian, you never do hauls. You did not just upload a haul. No, not at all. I know this is not how this works. By the way, I'm on a book buying ban too. Yet here I am making a haul. Okay, let me take a sip. And then let's just get started because I have a bit less than an hour and then we need to go. Nate booked a really good restaurant. I'm really excited about that. So I have an hour. So let's dive into the boxes. And as I said, I don't never do hauls because I know why I never do them because I never know really what to say about the books because I cover buy a lot. So anyway, so the first box is open and I've looked through that already. But so those are the books that I bought for myself, aka my husband's birthday gift. if that makes sense. Thanks, Jake. All right, I'll just go through those. That's a big box of self-pub books because I don't know. I had a thing where I found a bunch of self-pub books that I really want to read. Starting with The Fairy God Murderer. And that is literally a title buy because I thought The Fairy God Murderer can only be a good book. It's book one in the Fractured Fae series by Sarah J. Sover. And the cover is awesome. The title is just awesome. So that is one of the books. Yes, exactly. The title is incredible. Thanks, Amanda. By the way, I see your chat. I think there is a way to put them on the screen, even on YouTube. I have just no idea how. That's the first time I go live with the YouTube thingy magic. The next one is In the Orbit of Sirens by T.A. Brund. And I think he just came out with the third book in the series. And it sounded really interesting. Also, again, a cover buy. And I thought it sounded really interesting, the entire series, which is why I thought I'd just give book one a try. And I'm just now realizing what big chunker that is. Ooh, it has illustrations. Look at that. Can you see that? Yeah. It has illustrations in here too, like when the chapter starts. That's pretty cool. Ooh, that is neat. And that looks like a really nice sci-fi. A lot of fun, but it's a chunkier one. It's like 500 pages. All right, next one. That is a book from a booktuber, actually. That is Bookish Chaz's book, Talender's Guest. And he actually never really talks about it, but I saw at one point that he linked it in one of his descriptions in the video. So I had to get it because there's a dragon on the cover. So Charles McGarry is Bookish Chaz on BookTube. So if you don't follow him, check him out. I really like his videos, and he's a really great booktuber, and I apologize for any messages. Psht, psht. really want to read Orbit of Sirens. Well, Ian, we can read it together. Are you still in your book buying ban, Ian? I don't know. If you're not in your book buying ban, get book 1 and then we can read it together. Which one is book 1 and book 2? Okay, so the next one is this. This is book 1 and 2. I don't know which way around you see it. Book 1, book 2. And it's called Dragon Blood and Wolf Pack by Mary Beasley, and it's the Draco Sang book series. Hey, Sharon! And I think this is smut. Because it is about, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But it is about half human, half Draco, and then stuff happens. And every time when I see books with like half dragons or humans transferring in dragons and whatnot, it's always smut. Did you open mine? No, I haven't opened yours yet, Sharon. So good to know. One of those gazillion boxes down there is yours. All right. Hey, Allegra. You don't need to. Yes, Jake, I know which one yours is. I just don't know which box is from you. I know which book you gave me, but yeah. You were literally on your book ban for 4 days. Well, that was not a long book ban, Jake. Although, not buying a book for 4 days, that's already quite challenging.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good book ban. All right, next one is called Sedition by E.M. Wright. And I bought this because it's from Parliament Book House, which is an indie publisher. And I've read, I got a different book from the same publisher, but different author, different book, which is called Dead Rockstar, which I really loved. So I started looking at what that publisher also sends out. And this one caught my eye. It's like a steampunk fantasy thing. And book 2, I think, just came out or comes out soon. That sounded really interesting. And then The Witch Collector was the next one, which seems to be like a enemy to lovers fantasy. I don't know if it's a fantasy romance or more fantasy, but I've seen that a lot lately on Instagram too, and cover vibe. See, Ian, Sharon can join us with the Orbit of Sirens. All right, 4 more books in my box, the things my husband bought me. Next one is Clean Sweep. I had that on my wish list forever. This is about not a paranormal inn, but like an inn where weird things are happening. Fantasy, not horror weird, fantasy weird. And it just sounds like like Legends and Latte sounds like just a wholesome fantasy. This sounds like that too. So that's why I wanted to give this a try. Sharon never buys for the cover. Hey, Andrew! The next one I already read. I have the ebook for this one, and I loved it so much I had to get the paperback. And I hope I'm pronouncing this right. It's Ribbekite. I have no idea. O.R. Lear. This is a sci-fi set, like a dystopian sci-fi set in the Middle East. And basically, this is the moon. What you see here, and those blue particles around the moon come from an asteroid that hit the moon, I think. And that is kind of like alien dust that is now trickling down to Earth and all sorts of cool things. So I really love the premise. And this is book 1 in a series. Thank you, Andrew. Yes, my birthday is today, Sharon. Yes. Oh my goodness, you have 50 teens coming tomorrow for a grad party. I don't know how you do that, Sharon. I honestly don't know. I would go bonkers. I would hide somewhere in a corner and cry if 50 people would come over to my house. No. All right. I'm sorry. I hope, by the way, the box crinkling is not too loud. Okay. Next one is one that Kate from Literary Apothecary recommended. It's Escaping First Contact. She read that just recently, and it's book 1 in the Burnt Ship series. And again, sci-fi. I know nothing about it. She recommended it, and I was like, ooh, neat cover. Let me get this. So yeah, that's that. And the last one is, it doesn't say what the series is called, but I know it's a book 2 of Honey and Wildfire, I think is book 1. So I got book 2 of that one. And also I love this cover. See, that's why I don't do hauls, because I just show you the books and give you the title, and I rarely know what the book is about. Alrighty. Oh, they do, Sharon. And they all look good. So even if the book is bad, at least they will look good on my shelf. All right. Now I'm getting into the boxes that came from some of you. And yes, they are open. But as I said, my husband opened these to check if they're birthday presents or if they're regular mail. And he hid them till just now. So I actually haven't seen anything yet. I'm just trying to find the birthday message first and not spoil me. This is from, whoops, that was half a spoiler here. This is from Sarah from Fairy Reads, who just also did what I'm trying to say. Think, Josephine. First think and then do stuff. Oh yeah, she just opened her own booktube channel. And I've followed her forever on Instagram. So Fairy Reads, Fairy Reads, if you want to follow her. She has an amazing book taste. And she also loves the Green Writer. So that's why I love her. 3 books. You're nuts, Sarah. Yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this one. This is Sharon Shin's Mystic and Rider, a series that I know because of her. So she just read the entire series and loves it. And since she loves Green Rider so much, I put that on my wish list and was like, okay, I had to have this one. So, all right. And the other book she gave me is Book of 1,000 Days, also by, no, not also, similar name, Shannon Hale. I forgot which book Shannon Hale wrote that is more popular. I haven't read the popular one, but when I looked her up for whatever reason, I found this one and it sounded really good. And if I remember correctly, I'm sorry, I'm reading as I'm doing stuff. If I remember correctly, it's like a Rapunzel retelling type of thing in a fantasy world. Also, again, the cover is just gorgeous. My lady and I are being shut up in a tower for 7 years. Yeah, it's a Rapunzel retelling. Ooh, I'm excited about this one too. The 3rd book from Sarah is The Way Spring Arrives and Other Stories. And this is something, I'm totally missing the chat, by the way. Of Honey and Wildfire is amazing, a fantasy western. Yeah, I keep hearing that the Of Honey and Wildfire is really good. No worries, Sharon, all good. First think, then do stuff. Yeah, it's easier said than done, Jake. It's easier said than done. Okay. So this is a bunch of short stories from Asian or specifically Chinese science fiction and fantasy, translated one and edited by non-binary creators. And that is a Orbit Tour book that just came out just recently. And I was really curious about it. So I'm really, really excited about these short stories here. And it's beautiful. Well, let me see what it looks like. Oh, okay, without the cover. Okay, Andrew and Jake, you're doing your stuff in the chat. All right. So yeah, I'm really excited about that one. Sarah, thank you so much. And I'm throwing books around. Great. Thank you so much, Sarah. Oh my God, which ones do I start with first? This is going to be interesting. Well, good that I have 3 weeks of PTO coming up. I will get some reading done, hopefully. Alrighty, let's start with an envelope. I'm trying to find the message first. Here we go. I haven't seen it. Here we go. This is from Patrick Hordelor. Ah, awesome. Wait, hang on. Where's the birthday message? I always keep the birthday messages. I don't know. Am I the only one? Well, I didn't mean that, Jake. Come on. This is a, I can't even talk. Never mind. I need to be, yes, Sharon, we have to. Wasn't there a book, Sharon? There was a book that we wanted to buddy read. Which one was that? I keep forgetting. There's so many books that we wanted to read. Yeah, let's do that. Let me know which one, and then I can prioritize that. All right, so Patrick sent me, I'm really excited about this one. For a second, I was like, huh? But then I remembered. Master Assassins from Robert V.S. Reddick. And this sounded like a really cool, like more traditional fantasy one. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to read. Wow. Epic fantasy. And the author introduces an exquisitely imagined new world and an unforgettable adventure. So that is not saying anything. Okay. Something with rivals. Anyway, as I said, that's why I don't do hauls, because I never know what to say about the books. But this is embossed. I love this. So again, first of all, cover is really cool. And 6-star openers. Okay. So this is more like an epic traditional fantasy, and I was really excited about that. I read something about it and was like, oh yeah, that sounds like something I'm going to really enjoy. So Patrick, thank you so much for that one. I have to remember I'm on a live. I cannot start reading here. You keep the birthdays, looks cool. Yeah, I use them when I read the book. I use them actually as my bookmark. All right, the next one. I already see what it is. Oh no, there's no message in here. Okay, so there's no message in this one, so I have no idea who sent me that. That's not good. So if it was one of you guys in the chat, let me know. So one is Where the Crawdads thing, which I'm really excited about, because I saw, are they making a movie out of it, right? Yeah, soon to be a major motion picture. There's this stupid sticker on a book. And I saw the trailer. I never was interested in reading this book. I didn't know anything about it. But then I saw the trailer and I was like, hang on a second. This sounds really, really good. So I wanted to read the book since then, before I watched the movie, whenever that one comes out. Yes. And the other one, this is nuts. The trilogy of Shadows and Bone. And that is similar to, because I really want to watch the TV show. The trailer looked pretty amazing. And I've never read these books. And yeah, I'm excited about this one. Oh, Andrew, you have the master session. Great. Yes, let's do that. Yeah, let's figure something out. June is already, but anytime after June, we have to figure out a date. So I'm really excited about this one too. I think this more YA, Shadow and Bone? I'm not sure. But oh yeah, the Grishaverse stuff. Now I hopefully soon will know too what the Grishaverse is and what that is all about. So whoever sent me this, thank you. Unfortunately there's no thingy here, so I'll have to figure out who sent that over, and then I can properly thank you for that one. Thanks, Sharon. YA. Okay. Okay. I'm moving the boxes underneath my table so they are out of the way. All right, one more. Oh, Jake, I think that's yours. Yes, that's Jake. That is your book. I hope you enjoy this weird, twisted fairy tale. Well, that sounds a lot better than you made it sound. And I will let you know what I think after I'm done. So just in case for anyone else, what Jake sent me is The Girl Who Outgrew the World by Zoe Stage, which is both of our one of our favorite authors. And I actually heard about Zoe Stage thanks to Jake. So Jake, thank you so much. And I really loved all her other books. So I'm excited to read this one. And thankfully that's a short one. So that should be maybe a soon. And then we can talk about it. And then you can tell me why you didn't like it as much. And let's see if we agree or disagree on this one. Is this going to be a thinner, or is this going to be a baby teeth? We will see. Thank you. I really like the cover though. Isn't this like the way she looks? It has some like 80s vibes, early 90s vibes. Does the book also have like 80s, late 80s, early 90s vibes? I don't know. I'm excited. You think Stacy sent that? I'll check with her. Thank you. I'll check with her if she sent that over. I hope she didn't use her gift card that she just got from me to buy me birthday books. That would be weird. All right, next one. Whew. Sharon, that's yours. All right. Hang on. Why are there 300? Okay, all of those go away. Thank you, Sharon. Ooh, I see one. Sharon, have you read this one? I want to know. Ooh, oh my goodness, Sharon, thank you. So So first of all, one at a time. Sharon, have you read this one? How did I get? Was this also a TV show or a movie? And then I realized it was based on the book, and I liked the premise, so I wanted to read the book. One of those, right? Is this a movie adaptation? The one time you need a sticker on your book to tell you that you don't have one. Great. Anyway. This was one of those random finds when I was researching some books, and I think it was based on a movie or TV show. I was like, oh yeah, I need to read this. This sounds really good. And I've never read Dean Koontz. So yeah, if Sharon, if you want to read me. Had a low budget movie. Thanks, Jake. Yeah. And it's a series too, right? It has like a bunch of books too. This is book 1. I remember that one. So I'm really excited about that one. And then Sharon also got me Deborah Fillay's Blood Sign, and that was also a cover thing for me that I put on my wish list because of the cover. And I heard someone on social media somewhere say something, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to read this. And I think this is also a bit more YA. Okay, long text. I'm not reading this to you. But yeah, this is also one of those similar to Shadow and Bone. This is a buddy read already. Well, then let's talk of definitely. I need to make sure that I join that chat at one point again, and then we can figure out when we read all of those things, because this sounded really interesting, and I remember this being something I was really excited about reading too. I mean, all of those, but so many books. Thank you, Sharon. All right, 3 more boxes, and then we're good. I get through those faster than I thought I would. It's a competition trope. Yes, wasn't this like a Hunger Games type trope? Was that what it was? Yes, yeah. Now that I'm reading this, it was like Hunger Games, or what is that other one called? Red Queen, and then there's one similar to that. Anyway, yes, that's why I found this interesting. Thank you, Sharon. Life has been nuts lately, so there's that. No, Jake, this is the package from Stacy. What I love this about Amazon. Not that is sarcasm. So Stacy put work into it and wrote an individual gift note for all of the 3 books that she gave me. But now I have no idea which, because she says something like, hey, I have heard great things about this book. And I'm sitting here like, okay, which of the 3 books? Now I have to figure out which one of these belongs to which book. So thank you, Stacy, with the puzzle. Hi, Nancy. I'm still live, but if you're working, you might want to work. I don't know. Oh, nice. Yes. Alrighty, so this is a short story. Allegra Pescatori, who, if she is still alive here, hello, there's a book from you, is a new author that I found and really, really love. I read the first book in this series just recently. It's called A Last Gift is what the series is called. And I'm about to read book 2 soonish, hopefully. And that is one of the short stories. I basically want all of her books right now because I loved it so much. And it's an amazing fantasy world, not in the sense of like Tolkien epic, but it's still epic and big. There are dragons in there. It has a disabled main character who is amazing. I really loved her, and some really great side characters. I mean, they're all important, right? So yeah, I'm excited about this one. I have no idea which of the birthday messages fits into this one. Okay. Ooh, Rise of the Ranger. Andrew, wasn't that one of Andrew's books that he read just recently? I don't know. But book 1 in the Echoes of Fate Echo Saga, also one of those cover things, and self-pub, and has been around a lot on social media, and that's why it ended up on my wish list. And I think there's also, is this a dragon in the background? I don't know. For those of you who have read that, are there dragons in there? That would be neat. I need more books with dragons. This is also a nice hefty one. Yep, over 500 pages. Ooh, I'm excited about starting this one. Also a very handsome young fella on the book. On the cover. Oh, and the last one I'm really excited about too. Yes. Battle Mage. And I'm really curious about this series. Again, I never know a lot. I always go, it's an airplane? No. Is it a bird? No. No, Jake, it's not an airplane. It's an animal thingy. Look. It's not an airplane. Who is the author? Oh, the author of the new author that I found is Allegra Pescatore. I hope I'm saying this right. And the first book in the series is, the cover looks different now though, but the first book is Where Shadows Lie. The cover looks different now. That was the first cover that she came out with. And she changed it since then. Okay, I'm putting it here. I'm not fumbling with the shelf right now. Wrong, Jake, wrong. Anyway, I'm really excited about this one because this sounds like one of those really epic fantasy series where you have a lot of stories going on and a lot of intrigue going on, at least if I remember this correctly, as you've learned by now. I'm terrible at remembering stuff. And there's this trilogy, and then there's another trilogy right after that one. And this is one of those series where I always look at the second trilogy and it's like, ooh, this sounds really good. And then I realize, wait, hang on, this is a continuation trilogy to this one. So I need to start with this one. So anyway, Stacy, thank you. You picked some amazing books from my wish list. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry, Sharon. I don't know. Should I be sorry for adding more books to your list? No, I don't know. All right. One box and then one more box. Oh, wait, hang on. Gift messages. Oh no. Shoot. Hang on 1 second. I'm missing my gift messages. I missed one. No. I have bookshelf. Well, the problem is going to be these bookshelves are full. Where do I put all of these books now? That's a problem for a later point. All right. Okay. This one is from Kate Hoy. Oh my goodness. I love this cover so much. They go into the pile of shame. Yeah, next to my bookshelf. Oh yeah, you've seen my pile of shame. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited about this one. I wanted this H.P. Lovecraft edition for a while. I know the author is problematic. I'm fully aware of that. But his Cthulhu stories are just amazing, and his horror is just great. And this is just a really pretty, like just the design of the book, generally how it is written, like how it is set up. Oh, and it's an annotated version. That's why. And then it has, it's really heavy, like some illustrations in there. Thank you, Kate. Be very careful with that dust cover that doesn't. Can you imagine when you're like on a comfy trip somewhere and then this ginormous kraken thing is attacking you? I mean, very cool. Oh, I have to go through that one. Oh God. Well, birthday note. If summer is breaking into the house, I now have a weapon to defend me with. All right. Last box. Wait, must be from my parents because that's the only one that I haven't seen yet. Is from my parents, or the one without the note is from my parents. That could be it. Nope, that's from my parents. Okay. All right. So my parents sent me. Wait, there's one more note. This is such a paper waste. Like 5 things later. yes, Stranger in a Stranger's Land. Yes, it's annotated, Sharon. I just saw that. I definitely have to go through without you all watching me going through a book. That might be boring. Robert Heinlein's Stranger in the Stranger's Land. This is one of those, since I started reading sci-fi, well, by now it's like 1.5, 2 years ago. I read through like which classic sci-fi should you read, and this is one of the many ones that are recommended, and I really, really want to get to that one. All right, the next one is the Anne McCaffrey's Harper Hall of Pern trilogy, and I sure hope this is one of the first ones, because I have no idea. This is like, what's the other one called? Mercedes Lackey. Both Anne McCaffrey and Mercedes Lackey have so many series, and it's always, I always sit there and it's like, which one was the first one again? Which one do I need to start with? So I hope this is one at least early on. But this is a hardcover edition. Very cool. Has also very cool, sorry for the glare, I'm trying to, here we go. Spines, that's the word, spines. I love it. I would love to have dragons that you can ride on, like these guys here. Sorry, glare, here we go. That is so cool. That is so cool. Okay, and one last book for my parents. And the box aside. Oh, yeah, this is a book where I can go through later as well. The Japanese architecture, or the art of Japanese architecture. So for my master's thesis, I wrote a thesis about Western businesses and how they could be successful in Japan. And for that, I had to do a bunch of research about Japanese culture and what Western businesses, like US businesses, have to think about if they want to be successful in a country like Japan. And I loved it. I loved everything that I read about Japan. So I started digging into like the history and medieval Japan and the architecture of Japan. And I found this book with amazing, and I'm going through that. Like there are just amazing pictures in here. And I don't want to open it too far because it's going to crack. And I'm just excited to go through this one, like the Japanese gardens and whatnot. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And of course, Amazon had to rip it up. Great, I hate this. Oh, also, like, I mean, that even looks kind of nice without the dust jacket. Yeah, I mean, Japanese architecture is just gorgeous. So, okay, now I need to wait. Are my parents still awake? They're in Germany. Nah, it's a bit late. I call them tomorrow and let them know that I opened the box. Oh, amazing. Sarah, thank you. Sorry, I have a colleague who's pronounced Sarah and not Sarah. I'm sorry, Sarah. Thank you for your books. I already unpacked them earlier today. And are you willing to reread that Shannon, I'm terrible with names, the Shannon something rather series? Hang on. I'll find it in a second. Where did it go? There we go. Sharon Sims Shears. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks, everyone. I unpacked all the boxes, and that was the goal of my spontaneous live show. So I don't have to edit. And now I have a big stack of books here that I can peruse through and look at. And yeah, then let's talk about that too. Maybe a bit later, because I think throughout the live show, I just said to at least 5 books, if not more, like, hey, let's buddy read those. So this is going to be fun. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate you sending me books for my birthday, and book mail is always the best mail, and it just makes the heart happy, I think. I did not expect anything, really. So I'm so excited that you took the time and picked something out and sent me a note and in general. So I really appreciate all of that. With that, thanks so much for joining. I will now clean up my room and destroy all of these boxes, make them all nice and small, and bring them to the trash. You know, the fun stuff about those type of things. And then I get ready and grab my husband, and we're going to a nice steakhouse that has the most delicious butter cake ever. So I'm really excited about that. I mean, I will eat a steak, probably something too, something that, meh, but the butter cake is really good. Ah, Nancy, you are really behind. Are you still at work? You need to go home. Go home. It's Friday. You really shouldn't be at work at 6 p.m. on a Friday anymore. No. Tell your boss I told him so. It's my birthday wish that you go home at 6 p.m. on a Friday. Is that okay? Does that work? I don't know. Alrighty, guys. I kept you long enough. Thank you so much for joining. And again, thank you for the birthday presents. And I talk with you on other channels and anywhere, right? I hope you have a great Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. And yeah, talk to y'all soon. Bye. Awkward silence till I found the button to end the live stream.